be talking about personal branding. I will tell you what the personal brand is and how to communicate it, how to stand out, and how to make impression on people. Why? Because if you control your brand, you know what you want to communicate to other people, you can build better personal and business relationships. Because you establish yourself in the way you want to be seen, with the values you bring and experience you create. And today, workshop will just touch the base on those things. So let me tell you why you should be actually interested in personal brand. First of all, something that we often hear is be yourself at your best. What does it really mean? When we are born to certain culture, to parents of a certain status. We go through education, and we develop ourselves through experiences we have in life, both the positive and negative. Those experiences create our persona, our personality. And very often, we suppress certain natural behaviors in order to accommodate to circumstances. Very often people find themselves struggling with who they are because they just have to pretend to be someone else. And that's where the authenticity comes. But you can find a way of being yourself at your best, surely finding those things that you think are the biggest asset and the value that you have. We're going to talk about it later. And that's what personal branding is about. I do not like the word to create a brand. Because creation is making something out of nothing or something that didn't exist before. But you, and you, and you, and every single person, you already have your personal brand. All you can do is build it. As I said, you come from a certain status, certain education, certain background. You're not a tabula rasa. You just cannot wipe it off and say, I'm having a new start. All the experience that built you create the person you are now. But you can try to be in control of certain things. And I will show you how to do that in a minute. When you can be yourself at your best, you can build your brand, you can have more of the self-confidence, right? And if you are a confident person, people can trust you. And people build relationship or do business with people they like and they trust. Without that, you cannot really build any relationship. So your brand has to communicate the trust. If you are in any position of running your own business, like Olga, or do we have any other entrepreneurs or people that run their own business? Thank you. Then you know how important it is to have an expert status, something that people can really trust you have the knowledge on. Because if you create that expert status by showing that value, to communicate your brand, you can gain the credibility. That's very important for you to run your business. But it's exactly the same if you are an employer in the company. You want people to trust in you that you have the knowledge and skills to do the job. Because that's the only way they want to do business with you as a business partner. Or they might promote you to be a leader, what Lars mentioned, right? If you can have that credibility. Leader without credibility, I don't think it exists. Next thing, all that makes you be a potential partner in business or personal relationships. And it's very important to have the trust of people you work with. Without that, you cannot build good relationships. And lastly, something that comes usually later in your age, I'm getting there probably, is that you want to leave your mark. You, especially people that run their own business, they want to leave something behind. But also many people that work as volunteers, right? Or do a job in science or something. They believe in something. They have the vision and mission, something that I like very much with the Lars keynote, because he touched it. The leaders have to have the vision. Because when you have the vision, you are coming close to achieving something, you can leave the mark, you can change the world. Even if you do something little and help few people, you can make a difference. That's what you want to leave your mark, and that's what personal branding is.